Hey everyone, welcome to Strength and Balance. This session today is one that I often use for my own self-care. And since I'm just coming off of a cold, it's a really great practice for me to do today. I hope you enjoy it. All right, so let's go to the mat and hope you have your props with you. Pinky ball, weights, blocks, strap. Those are the typical ones, as well as a blanket or some kind of cushion or bolster perhaps. Here we go. So coming to the mat, the first thing we do is we check in. We check in, we arrive, maybe close your eyes, come into your body and ask yourself, how does it feel to be in my body right now? Maybe that will help. Feel your 3-foot points, the ones that make up the tripod of your feet. The one on the mound on the big toe, under the big toe, mound of your foot beneath the pinky toe, and the center of your heel. And put equal weight into those 3-foot points. And then let your tailbone relax. There you go. And shift your weight a little bit side to side and find that center place. And relax the roof of your mouth, perhaps just letting the lower jaw unhinge away from your upper jaw. And take a few cyclic sighs, inhaling through your nose. Quick inhale through the nose and sigh out the mouth. Great way to calm the nervous system. Inhale through your nose. Quick inhale through your nose and sigh out your mouth. All right. We're going to wake up the nervous system, wake up proprioception with some tapping. It's a nice way to warm up. Tapping all over the body, tapping the head. Feels really good. Your face. It's good for lymph drainage as well. Throat, chest, sternum, around the belly. Legs, at the sides, up the front, down the back, up the inside. Shake your arm, shake your other arm, shake your leg, shake your other leg. Do a little bit of bouncing, waking up the body, and then open the feet wide, toes pointed out, and turning side to side. Let the arms swing freely and put a little more enthusiasm into it. So the back of your hand slaps against the kidney area. In Chinese medicine, it's believed that qi energy is stored in the kidneys. So we're going to wake up that energy and wake up the heart energy too with the front hand. There you go. All right. So if you haven't had a chance to take a walk or do some other activity, you do want to warm up. And slowing it down, bring your arms up and drop them, swing and up and drop and up. Open your feet a little wider and do this diagonal swim for your back. There you go. Just want to warm up the body. Okay, that's our quick warm up. We're going to come down to the mat. Lying on the mat, we'll be doing some functional movements, some Pilates, some things I've learned in PT. Let your body just release into the floor. You don't have to do anything. Just let the floor support you. You're aligning yourself with that vital force of nature, gravity. And notice if your chin is popped up. Lift your head and lengthen through the back of your neck. There you go. Just let everything settle, settle, settle. We'll start with warming up the belly. Draw your knee in, knee fold. Set your foot right back to that same footprint. Draw the other knee in. Keeping your torso, your pelvis really stable. Aligning with that center. Slow and controlled. That's probably the hardest part, for me at least, is slowing down. There you go. We're going to grab that block. If you don't have a block, you can roll up a towel to these dimensions. Place it between your thighs, close to your knees. And on your exhale, give it a squeeze. So waking up the belly here. Inhaling and exhale, squeeze. Pick your feet up off the floor. Knees are aligned over your hips, not into the belly, but over the hips. You have enough space underneath your low back for a ladybug. So you're not compressing, you're not imprinting there, but neither are you arching away at all. It's called neutral spine. On the exhale, squeeze your block. On the inhale, release. Do that again. Exhale, squeeze, and inhale, release. This time, adding on, exhale, squeeze, lift the toes up towards the ceiling. Keep those knees over the hips, and then release. 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze, lift the feet. You can feel the abdominal muscles working here. If you want to add onto this, after you split the feet and squeeze, tap your toes to the floor and come back up. And there you go. We'll set that block aside and move right into the dead bug series. Another great thing for the nervous system. It's a cross crawl pattern. And following the verbal directions, it's really great for the brain, that right brain, left brain communication. Pick your feet up off the floor, knee over hip, other foot off the floor. Extend your arms up in the air, palms facing each other. Drop your shoulders, but the arms stay straight. Bend at the elbows, palms face each other. Notice if your knees meandered in over the belly. Push the feet forward, knees over the hips. On your inhale, reach your right foot, left fingers towards the ceiling, then come back to that starting position. Nice and slow. Left foot, right hand. Take your time. Right foot, left hand. And left foot, right hand. Great way to start to warm up the abdominal muscles again. Extend your arms and legs up to the ceiling. You do not need to have those feet way up high like that. I have mine at a diagonal, a little plantar flexion with the toes. Dorsal flexion, plantar flexion. We're going to move laterally, keeping that midline stability. Don't rock or tilt. Bring the right leg out to the side, lateral movement, left arm the other direction. Slowly come back up to center. Just do 60% of where you can go. Now left leg, right arm, 60%. Feel how you have that midline stability. Now let's do 80%. Right leg, left arm, go a little bit more. Can you maintain that alignment to the center? Other side, maybe go a little bit farther out from the midline without rolling or rocking, without falling onto your side. Let's do one more. I know it's a lot. Don't forget to use nice long exhales. Can you go a little bit more? And back up to center. And last time. And we're not quite done here, but let's take a little break. Bend your knees in. Give yourself a little sacral massage here by drawing a circle with your knees. Extend your legs up in the air, arms up in the air. Same neutral spine without flattening the low back, without arching away. Back of the neck is nice and long. Reach your right heel out, hover it above the floor, left arm overhead, and slowly draw that leg back up. It is work. Bring the left leg out, reach through the heel, right arm overhead. We'll just do one more. Reach out. A good way to warm up the abdominals. And one more. Reach. And come back in. We'll do that little release here. And last one. This one is a little bit different with the back. I want you to press your belly button towards the floor so you're imprinting the low back. Bring your arms all the way overhead. Press your heels together, plantar flexion. Only lower your legs as far as you can go without letting the low back lift. And slowly on the exhale, bring the legs back up. Only go as far with your legs as you can keep that same connection with the low back. And slowly come back up. So you may be able to go much farther than me, but for me today, this is where it is. And slowly come back up. Bring the feet to the floor nice and wide and do a little windshield wiper action to release tension in the hip flexors. There you go. So we're going to move right into our mini crunch. If you like, you can have a strap that you hold on to support the head. It's important that we avoid being a necker, using the head and neck to do this action. We're using the abdominals, knitting the lower ribs together, drawing the low ribs together, and feeling the transverse abdominis supporting us. Clasp your hands at the base of your skull. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Find that neutral spine again. Inhale into your upper back. On the exhale, lift your shoulder blades away from the floor. Keep your head dropping into your hands. Tip your chin a smidge. Look at your belly button. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, lift the shoulder blades away from the floor. The head just comes along for the ride. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Imagine I have my hand on your head. Press into my imaginary hand there. And you're going to hold for 5. Knit the lower ribs. 4. You're breathing here. 3. Lift up a little higher. 2. And 1. Keep the ribs knitted together. Lower ribs coming towards each other. And lower down. Let's keep going. Inhale up. Tip the chin. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, lengthen through the crown of your head to lift the shoulder blades up. And we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Tip your chin. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Lift the shoulder blades away from the floor. Relax your head into your hands. It's not your neck doing all the heavy lifting here. And we'll count 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's one of the main staples for strengthening the abdominal muscles, the TA, transverse abdominis, is doing that mini crunch and doing it with the intention of really engaging those belly muscles. We're going to move right into the Pilates 100. So you have options. You can have your legs up in the air, heels pressed together, plantar flexion. You can have the legs lower, or you can have your knees bent. You'll have the option also of holding your head with one hand, and maybe halfway through, you switch. This is a pumping of the arms. Hand stays pretty close to the floor. The inhale lasts for a count of 5. The exhale lasts for a count of 5. We do 10 rounds, all right? So you can do both hands. Get your shoulder blades up, tip of the chin, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhaling and long exhale. And release. Feet to the floor. You can do that wind chill action if you'd like. Again, you modify for where you are. So if your neck was straining too much, hold your head with your hand. Or go back to mini crunch. All right, leg circles. Extend through the left leg. Bring the right leg up in the air. Reach out to the right on the inhale. And the exhale brings the leg back around. This is not momentum. It's slow and controlled. You can feel the abdominal muscles supporting this leg. Nice and slow. Fairly big circle. We'll go the other direction now. Inhale to the inside. Exhale around. 2 more. And 1 more. All right. Release, extend through that leg. Bring the other leg up in the air. Inhale to the outside. And exhale around. Inhale out. And exhale around. 1 more. Slow and controlled. Plantar flexion with your foot. And now we go the other direction. Take your time. Last one. Inhaling down and exhaling back up. All right, you got it. Let's also address the obliques. Clasp your hands behind your head, elbows in your peripheral vision. Lift your head up and let your head sink into your hands. So when we do this, it's not as much as a twist as you would imagine. So maybe you look up and see when I straighten my right leg, it's the right armpit that goes towards the left thigh. Come back in. Let's do that together. Straighten through the left leg. Bring the left armpit. Get it up off the mat towards the right thigh. Come back in, reach through the right leg, reach long, get the shoulder blades up, get that right shoulder blade towards the left thigh. Sink your head into your hands, lift the shoulder blades up, and now lengthen through the left leg, left armpit towards right thigh. One more each side, reach through the leg, right armpit towards left thigh, reach through the left leg, left armpit towards right thigh. So it's not a big movement. You can really get into those obliques there. So moving into bridge pose, arms by your side, long through the back of your neck. Feel that the weight is equally distributed from the top of the foot to the heel. You can pop the pelvis up or you can articulate coming up, lifting your tailbone, lifting your sacrum, one by one, coming all the way up. The pelvis comes up, but the shoulder blades stay on the ground. Press into your feet. So I want you to imagine, you have to use your creativity here, that you're squeezing a block between your thighs. Now, if you want to, you can actually take the block and take the strap. I'll show you how you do this. It's a really nice way to reset the SI joint, your sacroiliac joint. So you have your strap here, and look up and see. Your block between your knees. You can tighten that, there you go. And then coming up into your bridge, squeeze the block and press that against the strap at the same time. You have to have them both. You have to have the strap in the right place. So you can actually press out against the strap and squeeze the block at the same time. Keep the shoulder blades on the mat. Press the shins forward, squeeze your block, press out against your strap. I might even adjust my strap a bit here, but not right this second. All right, so you can set that aside. You can also do that with your feet on the wall. It's a really nice way to reset the SI joint. But that's one that I really enjoy for myself. All right, let's roll over to our side and come on up to your knees and do something for that. So as muscle, bring your left foot forward. I mirror you here. Hands on your hips. Bring your shoulders back so your shoulders are over your hips. Bring your pelvis forward. Press your bottom knee into the floor and try to push it back behind you a little bit. You're lengthening, releasing this hip flexor muscle here. So don't make it mad. Just do a little bit here. You're bringing the pelvis forward. Bring the belly button back as you bring the pelvis forward. Bring your arms up in the air. If it's your left knee that's forward, I want you to hold your right wrist. Lift up and side bend a little bit over to the left. It's a nice fascial release here. A little tug on the fascial line. This is one of those things that I love to do for myself. There's certain things I do that are definitely more of a treat, and this is one of them. And it feels good. And come back to center. We're going to switch. Bring the other foot forward. I'm going to turn so you can see a little bit. Not leaning forward, shoulder over hip here. Now bring the pelvis forward. Belly button back, pelvis forward. Not leaning with the torso. Arms come up and now your side bend to the other side, probably to your right. A little tug. Don't forget to exhale all the way. That exhale is really soothing to the nervous system. And come back to center. And we're going to come on up. So come on up, check in, feel your feet, feel that tripod under the big toes, the pinky toe in the center of your heel. I always like to do the pinky ball whenever I can. So if you've got a pinky ball, if you don't, maybe a tennis ball or a dog toy, give yourself this treat. If we don't take care of the feet, it's really tough for the ankles, knees, hips, back to get in great shape without healthy feet, especially supple ankles. So when you have this ball here, go ahead and wave your foot so you can go across the foot. And you can curl your toes down. Oh, big stretch on that fascia. Cross on that transverse arch, curling the toes up and down. Maybe even explore for a cranky spot and hang out there. Need a little pulsing. A lot of cranky spots. Love the pinky ball. Don't overdo it. It's not supposed to be painful. It just should feel good. Working with the fascia on the feet. All right, notice how that feels when you step off. Let's get to the other foot. Massaging the foot with the pinky ball. Heel on the floor and wave your foot. Curl the toes down and up, down and up. And just do a little exploratory work here, finding a cranky spot, pulsing there, or twisting the foot. Ah, that's good. All right. And you can push that aside. Open your feet nice and wide. Again, working with the ankles. Bend your knees, stick your bottom out. This is called sumo pose. You can have your hands at your heart or hands at your hips. Just straighten your legs. Press the shins forward, knees go in the direction of the second toe. And come back up, come back down. Lift up your right heel as high as you can and slowly lower it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up the other heel and slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pick up both heels as high as you can and slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and press. Come back up and step your feet together. We're going to do some lunges here. Take a big step back with your left foot. Land on the ball of your foot. Notice if you're leaning forward, come into your back body. There you go. You can hold on to a chair, to the wall, the ledge. You're going to bend your knee, hover above the floor, and come back up. You can also do this without holding on. Maybe you have to adjust. So often when we go into a PT's office, you'll hear, most of us will hear, oh, you have weak glutes. So I guess that's a thing, maybe because we do a lot of sitting. Sure. So this is helping you with your glutes. Let's come forward, the other side. Big step back. I might have to adjust and maybe walk the front foot to the outside a little bit here and lowering without touching the floor with your knee. It's a lot easier to do this if you're not looking at something that's moving. Might find one side more challenging than the other. Maybe you do extra on this side that's weaker. And one more. And there you go. And come forward. So we're not done working with the glutes. And one of the things I really love to do is to work with the kettlebell and do the deadlift. I'm not going to do a really super heavy weight today. I haven't been feeling well. I'm easing into this. Usually when people start with me, I tell them start with at least 10, probably 15. And then as you get stronger, you'll increase the weight. I'm going to really take it easy today. Just use I do have the kettlebell over here. This is what a kettlebell looks like, but not today. I'm going to use a weight. And the really important thing to know about deadlifts is it's all about the alignment. Deadlifts are amazing because they work with the feet, the ankles, the knees. Works with your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes, your back, and even your biceps. So I'm turning to the side so you can see the alignment here. My feet are a little wider than my hips. Hip distance is under that hip joint here. Wider is here. Okay? So a little wider. I'm going to take that weight and take a peek right now so you can see a nice long line from the crown of my head to my tailbone. Try to keep that spine in a really long line. Standing up tall. Then lowering down, sit back like you're going in a chair. The spine stays long. Press into your feet. You feel those glutes working. Keep going. Sit back. Press into your feet, both the tops and the heels. When you stand tall, give yourself that little extra second to come all the way up to standing. The shoulders will come back. So maybe you're already experiencing how this is working so many different parts of your body. So when I do this on my own, I like to do about 12 repetitions and 3 sets of those 12 repetitions. We're not going to do that today. Pressing into the feet, you can feel those glutes working for you. Let's do 3 more. Stand tall. Use your breath. Don't forget to finish the exhale. And one last one here. All right. I like to work with the weights when I come to the mat for my strength and balance. But today we're just going to do, I think we'll do biceps, triceps, and we'll do a little bit with the shoulders, okay? Not too much. And honestly, guys, you don't have to use very heavy weights to get the benefits. You don't want to be straining. You don't want to destabilize the shoulders. We're going to start with our bicep curls. I like 8 pound. You might like something different. I'll come a little closer so you can see what's going on here. So one at a time, notice how the hand turns back in. Important to notice here that the wrist isn't curling. The wrist stays in line with the arm. Maybe I'll show you this way. Give it a little squeeze when you come up. Okay, so you don't have to start with 8. Maybe you're starting with 5. Maybe you're doing 10. So again, I usually do 3 sets of everything and 12 to 15 repetitions. But for the sake of this session, we're just going to do 1 set. Taking your time, especially when you lower the weight. Don't be in a hurry. Then you miss half of the movement. And last one. All right, you can set those weights down. We're going to move into our kickbacks for the triceps. So for that one, you can choose, I like an 8 pound weight for that as well. I'm going to ask you to do something that I think really benefits this movement. Put your foot up on a stool or on a block, and you'll hinge at the hips like this. Bring that weight all the way up to your hip and push back. It's not a swinging. Don't let the weight come forward of your hip. You can hold on to a wall if you want or a chair. Push back and squeeze. You're going to feel that tricep working. Push back. It's not swinging it. Don't come too far forward. Keep that elbow in. Couple more. All right, and switch to the other side. Foot is up on the block. You can hold on to something with the other hand. Hinge at the hips. That nice long line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. The elbow comes in. Bring the weight up to your hip. Push back. That's the kickback. Squeeze when you're here. Use your breath. Big exhale. Don't come past your hip. You can feel your thumb on your hip there. 2 more. 1 more. There you go. Okay, shoulders. It's very easy to overdo weight loading with the shoulder. So I want you to go nice and light. I'm going to go super light. I'm going to do 2s today. Well, maybe I'll do 3s. I'll do 3s. All right. So here, if you notice your shoulder hiking up, the weight's too heavy. So often I'll see people doing these flies like this, and that shoulder will hike up because it's too much weight. We're going to do shoulder presses today. Bring the weights to your shoulders. Let your tailbone relax. And on the exhale, press up. And on the inhale, just above the shoulders. Press. So it should be some work, but not too much so that you can't do 12 or 15 of these. And the last one should be hard. That's when you know you've got the right amount of weight. When the last one is like, okay, that's the last one, I'm done. And hopefully you can do about 12 or 15. Taking your time, lowering the weight. I like to exhale on the exertion. Notice what your rib cage is doing. If you're popping the rib cage out and you don't have good alignment with your spine, drop the lower ribs. Feel them dropping into your body. We'll do 3 more here. One more. And release. I always like to add a back bend into my practice for my spine, a back bend. It's not where we have to get down and do that full wheel. Stand close to the wall. Bring your arms up, look up between your hands. That's a back bend. Your spine is already going into extension. Bring your thumbs back. Drop your ribs into your body. Relax your tailbone towards the floor. So you don't want the ribs pressing out. Shoulders relaxed. Bring the thumbs closer to the wall. Keep dropping the ribs into the body. Maybe you can look at that wall behind you. Press into your feet to come up. There you go. That's a good back bend for you. A little bit of balance work here. Give yourself a big hug first. And the other way. And then cross your left foot over your right. Sit down like you're going into a little eagle nest here. If your left leg is on top, bring your right arm on top. And maybe you can wrap back around into eagle arms. Perhaps you can bring your elbows to your thighs. Just pause here. Maybe you can lift your foot up off the floor, probably your left. And then very slowly, we're going to come out, extending the arms out to the side like eagle wings, and rising up, coming out of our eagle pose. Fix your gaze on something that's not moving. Bring your leg out to the side, out in front of you, maybe behind you. Maybe draw a circle, and then back down. And we'll go the other direction. So you're going to shift the weight to the other foot, cross over. Now, if the right leg is on top, it's the left arm on top. Big hug for eagle arms. Might be different on this side. And scooting down into your little eagle nest. Extend your arms out. Stand tall. Bring your leg out to the side, out in front, back behind you. A little circle, and back down. There you go. And pause for a second. Put a hand on your belly, hand on your heart. Just check back in. You might be a little excited in the nervous system. It's like shaking the snow globe when we do a balance pose. And now everything's settling. nervous system settling and quieting. Always come back to that mindfulness piece of being present without judging. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor, coming down to the floor, and go onto your belly. Go onto your belly and put your hands underneath your shoulders. So hands underneath the shoulders, on your belly. We're going to really work on that scapula stabilization, scapula shoulder blades. So here, notice how you can squeeze your shoulder blades together, right? Well, I don't want you to do that. Don't squeeze your shoulder blades together, but don't let them slide off to the side. They're in their sweet spot here. Reach back through your pinky toes, lengthen through the crown of your head. And as you lengthen through the crown of your head, reach back through your tailbone. Keep your shoulder blades in that sweet spot and lift your chest away from the floor. Shoulder blades in that sweet spot. Lift the chest a little higher, reach back through your pinky toes. And looking towards the top of your mat. Come up a little bit higher and lower down. So you're going to press your hands into the mat and come up. So we're going to move into our push-ups. Push-ups are a really great way to get stronger. If doing a push-up on the mat doesn't work for you, I'm going to show you real quickly. You can do it on the wall. Elbows to the wall, press away. You can adjust how far you are. Elbows come straight to the wall in line with the wrist. Okay, the wall push-up. Or if you want to do it on the floor, I like to do it on the knees. Maybe look up for a second so you can see the alignment here. And this is where it's super important that you have that scapula stabilization, that those shoulder blades don't squeeze together and that your shoulders don't roll forward. Otherwise, you've destabilized and you're going to end up with a shoulder injury. So only do as many as you can keep that scapula stabilization, okay? Bend the elbows to point behind you, lower back, lowering as far as you can go, where you can push back up and not destabilize the shoulders. Use the exhale to press back up. So maybe you only lower 2 inches, but keep that sweet spot with the shoulder blades. And maybe one more. All right, you can sit back into child's pose if you'd like. Come onto your belly. Stand your arms back behind you, palms facing up. Lift your legs from the top of your hamstrings. Reach through the pinky toes, lift the hands, lift the chest away from the floor. You're lifting the upper back. Please don't hinge in the low back. Lift the upper part of your torso, your chest away from the floor. Lift from the top of your thighs. You're lifting your knees off the floor. And breathing. And come down. You're going to make your way onto your back. As I said, there are certain things I like to do that I consider a treat. And the big toe pose is one of those. So you need a strap. It's fine to use a belt or scarf. Put the strap under the ball of the foot. Let's start with the right foot. Extend the left leg long. So I'm going to ask you to do something. Please do this. Bring your leg down to the floor. So now both legs are on the ground. Slowly lift that leg up that has the strap and stop before the knee bends. It's probably a lot sooner than you think. And that's where you're going to start. This is not about how high can you get your leg up. You're going to do an active stretch by pressing the ball of the foot into the strap and pressing the heel forward. You'll feel that. Press the ball of the foot into the strap and the heel forward. Put a little bend in your elbows. Make sure the chin isn't popped up. If you need to lift your leg higher, that's fine, but it's not important here. We're getting a lot of bang for our buck in this active stretch. Both straps into the right hand. Put your left hand on your left hip and keep it down. Don't let your left hip come up at all. My friends who have that joint laxity, hypermobility, they don't feel anything until that leg drops to the floor. But I'm going to ask you to rely more on strength and not your flexibility. So do not drop that leg to the floor. Keep the core muscles supporting the leg. Keep your active stretch going. Slowly bring the leg back up. You're going to switch hands. Before you go to the other side, I want you to lift the foot up towards the ceiling and now just go about 4 inches, not very far. Keep that hip down. Keep the hip down. Keep your active stretch going. This is really nice if you've got sciatica going on. This can help with that IT band. I'm going to play a little bit here, moving the leg. And then back out. Strap goes back to the other hand. Bend the knee towards the floor, like half of a frog here. And then press back up. One strap on each hand, lengthen and lower all the way to the ground. And switch. Put your other foot inside. Press. Remember, we're taking our time so we can be discerning. And notice before that knee bends, you're going to stop. Walk your hands up the strap. Bend your elbows away from each other. Long through the back of the neck. Press into the strap with the ball of your foot and press your heel forward. There you go. This is one of those poses that just feels so good. You don't have to overdo it. Both straps into that same hand. And now you bring your leg out to the side. Super glue that opposite hip down. Find some nice long exhales. Come back up to center, switch, lift your foot up a bit and come over, not too far, really not far at all, 4 or 5 inches. You're not straining here, so don't overdo it. Come back, switch the hands, bring that knee down. Press up. And you can release. Give yourself a moment to check in. Bend your knees, cross your right thigh over your left. So you can do this 2 different ways. You can bring the knees up, or you can do a figure 4, ankle over thigh. You get to choose. I do both ways. I switch it around. A little bit to the other side, the side the bottom knee is on. Also do the figure 4. Lean a little bit to the bottom knee side. Keep the tailbone down. I think I actually get a little more stretch doing it this way. Unwind and you're going to switch. You probably notice a difference. I know I sure do. Let the exhale help you release tension. And do figure 4 if you'd like. All right. And last but not least, give yourself the extra special treat of legs up the wall, even if it's just 1 minute. You want to make a bolster or have a cushion, something that will help you elevate your hips because you want your heart higher than your head. I'm going to show you how to snuggle your bottom up to the wall. What you want to do is you want to scoot up to the wall like you're going to sit on the wall, all the way over there. Like you're going to sit on the wall. Even hike your hip up there. And you're on that corner of your mat. So all real estate is behind you, all that mat's behind you. So then when you roll, you're on your mat. You can do a little inchworm to get closer. You can bend your knees to lift your hips and get your bolster underneath there, or your cushion or your pillow, whatever it is. And then legs up the wall. Really nice for your lymph system because the lymph flows this way in the legs. It's good for the nervous system because you're doing an inversion. Maybe just a silent mantra of just this, just this. And when you're ready, you'll bend your knees, lift your hips to slide that bolster out. Roll over to your side so you can get up. A lot of rocks in the way. All right, so that is kind of my own personal practice. I just need to do a whole body routine. That's what I'll do. And I just want to finish with a short, sweet poem by Rumi. It goes like this. The breezes at dawn have secrets to tell. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Be well.